Welcome, brothers, to the TCW podcast. So glad to have you on. I'm your host, Trauma. Beside me to my right, I have Trey, and on my left, I have Tubbs and Crossley. Welcome, guys. Thank you for coming. Trey, could you start by introducing yourself so people know who you are? Maybe something a little bit about you.
Hi,
TCW.
yeah. Hi, I'm Trey, also known as Thorhunter234. I am a Jedi youngling in this server, and, well, if you were to look at my bio, but you can't, I love Star Wars. I absolutely love it. I've seen every movie, every show. I've read half the books. I have a poster of every planet, a whole map thing, so I know where it all is. And I really love pizza.
Awesome. Love to have invested Star Wars fans. Tubbs, what about you? Tell us a bit about yourself and your role within TCW.
Well, I'm Scorch. I'm the Demolition Overseer, and I'm also the Heavy Subseer. So if you want to get heavy trained, DM me or Diablo or wait until Heavy announcement. But overall, I just love Star Wars, and I just love Arkham, I guess. Pretty fun, I guess. Keeps me busy, but that's it with me, I guess.
Awesome. And Crossley, what about you?
I'm Crossley. I'm also known as Astro. I'm a medic within the 91st, and I don't know. Couldn't really think of anything else.
Do you like Star Wars? Because these two guys do, and I hope you do as well.
hell yeah.
Because we
I'm
are
a
in a
full
Star
committed
Wars
Star
server.
Wars fan.
Awesome, lovely, lovely, lovely. Well, I do have one small announcement for us to make. This involves the TCW podcast as a whole. I'm starting my first community challenge for everyone within TCW. So if you are in with TCW, this applies to you. I'm doing an armor making contest. So you have 1 week to make your armor. The theme is anything. That's the thing. The topic, anything. Theme, anything. As long as it's a Star Wars armor, you can make it. If you're interested if you do have an armor made, you can DM me. I'm Sergeant Major Trauma on TCW. People can point you to me. But once you've made your armor, send it to me, and it will be featured on the next week's podcast. Next week's podcast, we're going to go into a bracket of all the armor submissions. The winner gets to have their armor featured in the podcast after that and gets to be guest on the podcast after that as well. So send in your armors. I think it's going to be a great time. If you're worried about the deadline for that, let me just pull up my calendar. The deadline to submit armors is going to be June 20th. So June 20th is the latest in which you could submit armors. Anything after that will not be accepted. So please send in your armors, and I hope to see you make some great armors so we can feature them in next week's podcast. Anyway, that's the big announcement. I hope you guys are hyped for that. Are you guys armor makers at all?
I'm hyped for that.
Yeah,
I
could probably make one.
make a few. I have a few I can submit.
Awesome. Well,
I might have one I might build the Smith.
hey, build it. We'll rank it.
Mm.
We'll be in a bracket system, put up against other TCW members.
Pretty fun.
It's gonna be hella a lot of fun. Anyway, now
Hopefully no one gets roasted too hard.
Nah, everyone's besides like maybe one or two armors, everything is gonna be fun. And again, there are no limits. Like, of course, keep it SFW, but I mean, like, there's no theme as long as it's armor for like Star Wars related armor. Definitely hyped to see what you guys get. Anyway, into the bulk of the discussion, I wanted to talk about. You guys also have some opinions on this. It's kind of been the talk of the town, but over the weekend, 65th got revived, and 104th got disbanded. Surprisingly, 104th got disbanded before 203rd. I just find that absolutely hilarious. But what are your guys' thoughts on 65th right now?
I mean, 65th, like, no hate to them, but I feel like they're kind of a little overrated, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Overrated how? Like, how are they overrated?
Some overrated chants in here.
No. You're safe. You're safe.
How would I explain that? Like, they're just, I don't know.
Like the amount of attention they're getting right now is unwarranted, and they're just doing their job.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I see that. I
They
see
made an
that.
announcement recently, like, if there was any hate going, like, towards the 65th, we'd face a quote-unquote punishment. I don't know if you guys saw
Yeah.
that or not.
I saw that. I
That
saw
was,
that.
that was kind of stupid.
I'll figure it. I'll talk about it at 65th in a bit. But Tubbs, what are your thoughts on 65th right now?
I mean, they're doing their job. I mean, I've seen a couple arrests. I mean, with techno, but that's just I laugh
That's
at
just
it, but,
techno. That's just techno.
That's
Yeah,
just techno
that's
being
just typical
techno.
techno.
Watch out, he was
Yeah,
behind
that
you,
is,
staring at
but-
you.
Oh my. But overall, I think they do their job. But yeah, I do think it's kind of funny 104th took disbanded before 203rd.
It's crazy. Anyway, Trey, what
I
about you?
forgot 203rd was a
sorry.
regiment.
Yeah,
Totally.
no joke. Everyone I tell, it's like, wait, 203rd's a regiment? It's like, yeah, 203rd's a
Yeah.
regiment. But
It's
yeah,
like no one's in it, or it's like they're not active, or just
I think there's only one member, and it's the owner. But oh well. Trey, what about you? What are your thoughts on 65th?
Personally, I've seen too many 65ths and too many clans, and personally, I think 104th should have stayed.
Really, really, really.
Yeah. Like, 104th is one of those regiments that, like, don't get a lot of attention in the Star Wars fandom. And 65th get a lot of attention, like, a little too much. And I just love the characters in 104th. Wolfie, Plo Koon, can't remember the other guy's name.
Boost, Sinker, and Comet.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
guys. Those legends.
Yeah,
I mean,
104th is pretty
65th
cool.
did kill 5, so
Yeah,
You get their
it's
attention there.
part of the reason I don't really like them, other than they're too common. They're just too common. It's common fact.
Yeah, they do get a bad rap for the whole Fives incident in the season 6. That does,
Well,
like,
at least Fox got its neck snapped.
at least he got what's coming
Yeah.
for him. But yeah, personally, I don't think 65th deserves the hate they're getting. I do think maybe they could improve on the, like, regulating their arrests and whatnot. But overall, I just think they're trying to do their
Yeah.
job. They're not too bad. Maybe they have a one too many members with all the 104th going to them. But
Yeah, it's just I do have one problem though.
yeah.
I kind of want to discuss.
Oh, real
I
quick,
have seen.
before that, I will say I do feel like a lot of this is going to be resolved when the ground base comes in. We have a much larger space to work with, because right now we have, like, gate, and that's it. So once we have a larger space, I
Yeah,
feel like
with,
things are going to
gate
be
in a few hallways.
right. So once things get more spread out, I think it's going to be less claustrophobic and better. But Trey, you had something you want to talk
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, I've seen a couple times since 65th got revived and 104th, got tossed in the trash, which, again, I do not like. I've seen the 65th, like, people in the 65th specifically target darker skinned players. Or,
Specifically, like,
like,
legit?
yeah, they be more aggressive to them.
Damn.
Yeah, and honestly, I do not like that. I think it is complete racism and should not be allowed in the server at
Damn.
all.
So, like, if they
mean,
if Fox walks up to Blade and Rex, he's gonna be more aggressive towards Blade.
Most likely.
Damn.
I haven't seen anything, but
Maybe I'm. Yeah, I was gonna say
overall racism.
maybe I'm not paying enough attention to it. But oh well.
I pay attention to every trooper's movement because I'm, like, very, very aware of my surroundings.
If you've been
Like,
paying
I could-
attention to every trooper's movements, then what do you have to say about Crossley?
Oh.
I haven't seen Crosley in a while, so I can't really say anything.
And
That's
in the
true.
time,
Alright,
in
then
the
what
time.
about trauma then?
Yeah. What about me?
I actually see you around the gate area. seen you there a couple times.
Oh, so you're talking about like physical location. That's where you see him.
Yeah, physical location.
Oh.
Interesting. Cool. Well, that's like all I really wanted to talk about. Unless you guys have anything else more to say about 65th, we can like go into other topics of your choice.
Yeah, like the 65th, like I like them and all, but I feel like they really just enforce the rules a little too much. I mean, like, of course I know that's their job and all, like they need to do that, but they need to like calm down a little bit.
Yeah. They do need to calm down a
Like
bit.
I have no
They're
problem with them
doing-
like forcing like, hey, don't like RDM, don't kill random people, all that shit.
Exactly.
But like you don't need to like get mad at us for like having our opinions on the 65th or anything like that.
Right.
Hey, but they're booming right now, so you gotta give them that.
That is true.
They're
That
pretty
they're
good. They got members. They
they got members and they're active too.
That is true, and they do their job.
They
so.
died for like a few months maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was like Butterfly Boy was running the 65th for a while.
Oh yeah, Butterfly Boy was like the primary 65th guy when I joined, and like he was that way for the first month or so, and he was like, nah, SOB time, baby.
Yeah. Join Commandos.
Yeah, but I know.
Honestly, I
Yeah,
might-
go ahead.
Yeah, I might join Commandos. It sounds interesting, although I might be losing out a lot by leaving the Jedi Order.
I don't know, man. I haven't seen the Jedi do much. The clones are where it's at.
That's true. His leads.
Yeah, the Jedi they're restarting right now, so
Oh, they
they're
are?
slow because they have to rebuild. Yeah, they had to rebuild because I guess they lost their Master Yoda, so they have a new Discord and they're slowly filling it up. And Windu is trying to do as much as he can, but he's busier,
Mhm.
and he keeps asking people to do trainings and stuff, but it only happens like once a week, and sometimes
Interesting.
once every couple weeks.
Yeah, I don't know much about the Jedi Order, so I really appreciate that insight. Would you say it's like the Jedi Order is improving, like things are getting better, and we can expect more Jedi around doing stuff?
I could definitely say that. It's just that I personally usually like stay low because whenever I'm at the Venator, as a youngling, I always get told like, "Oh, go back to the Jedi Temple. Oh, you better run from Skywalker. You better run," and it's kind of annoying. I get it. I get it.
I
It's the
mean,
meme.
that is
but
that's kind of just like an inside joke that the Jedi have.
So you're telling
Yeah.
Anakin that you're running from him?
No, I haven't
Anakin's
told
not-
him that.
He's not
Better.
good too.
Anakin's actually quite
Better
nice to me.
Outrun my saber.
Yeah.
All the other kids with their nice Jedi robes better run, and be faster than my saber.
Oh man. So I know we have a lot of Lego Star Wars props around right now. I was asking this a bit earlier, but from my understanding, you guys like Lego Star Wars.
Yes.
Yeah, I've collected
Yeah.
quite a few sets.
Well, I mean, I must say I am quite the Lego Star Wars enjoyer, so I'd have some wonderful questions for you guys. Like, when did you start collecting or building? Trey, I'll start with you.
Age
I
of
mean-
2.
Age
I
of 2.
started. Jesus.
Tubbs.
I started when I was like 5, 6, but like I destroyed all my sets. I had like a big tub of just pieces.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I tried to like rebuild them, but I couldn't. But the one thing that does annoy me about sets is that they go into retirement, and then some never come out of retirement. Like, they just go, and they're gone forever.
I mean,
That
if you
really
think
pisses
about
me
that,
off.
it's also like a marketing strategy, right? So like, let's say Darth Vader's TIE Fighter comes on the shelves. It's like, oh, well, I only have
Yeah.
like a year or so to buy this, so I better buy it, you know? It's
Yeah,
kind of
before it goes
smart.
into
Yeah.
retirement for like another 20 years.
It is, but all the good ones are, at least half the good ones are in retirement right now, so it's like, God.
hmm
There
Luckily,
haven't
they
been
are.
good ones out
Dude.
there lately.
Luckily, they are starting to bring
want
back
them to
some
bring, like,
Clone
the
Wars
Turbo
sets.
Tank back.
So, yeah, the
Yeah,
Turbo
like the Turbo
Tank.
Tank.
Oh,
Last
Turbo
one, that
Tank.
one came out was in
Yeah, Turbo
2016.
Oh, that one was good.
Yeah,
So-
they need to bring one. They need to make like a new one or something.
Crossley, what about you? When did you start getting into Lego?
I don't know. I've always liked Lego. It's kind of just like been there since like I could remember.
Yeah. How-
Star Wars. I'm pretty. I've liked Star Wars, but like for like a few years now, I've just been like really getting into Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What about do you guys remember your first Lego Star Wars set?
Ooh, I have to look back on that.
I think I might remember mine.
Okay, go for it.
It was like one of those. It was one of those baby sets. It was like
For-
Lupo, the red bunny rabbit brand of Lego. Or
Oh
whatever.
no, I mean your first
that-
Lego
the
Star
Duplo.
Wars set. Your first Lego Star Wars set.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
it
it
was
was?
Star Wars themed.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, it was like
they
I think
had
it was like
those?
a little. Yeah, they had those. They used to, but they got rid of them. It was like a I think it was like a land speeder,
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
Okay.
I think I remember those. It's been a while.
And I used to pretend that I was going around the carpet. And I used to pretend the carpet was the land, and I go.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me tell you, I got this. Okay, backstory time for me. When I was little, I'm talking like 5 years old. We had this rug in our family room, and I loved it because the pattern was so good for like roads to place my cars on. But my sisters would keep using the family room to watch princess movies, and I didn't want to play cars and watch princess movies at the same time. So I told my parents, "Hey, can I take this rug into my bedroom?" And this rug it's literally with me right now. I've had this rug for like the past 12 years now.
Wow.
It's my
Is it,
it's my heirloom, my personal heirloom.
Yeah.
So,
Give it
yeah.
to your children when you have children.
If it's still in one piece. But Crossley, what about you? What was your first Lego set? Lego Star Wars set,
I
rather.
have to think. So, I think my first Star Wars set, it was probably one of those like, oh, I do remember actually. My first Star Wars set, was that big, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but it was like the Senate commandos or like the Senate guards and like that big like cannon, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
like
The
one of
battle
those,
pack
like,
one.
battle packs.
Yeah, the blue guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
2015, I
I had
believe.
that one,
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
that one was a good one.
Yeah, that's a really good one. 2015 had some good battle packs. I got the Geonosian
Yeah.
Clone Trooper one. Best decision ever.
Oh, yeah, that one's so bad.
What about you, Tubbs? What was your first Lego Star Wars set?
The one that I remember from the earliest was I forgot that one Jedi's name. So you remember when the one that Jedi got captured during the Citadel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Even
died.
Peel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even Peel,
yeah,
he got
that
a
guy.
set where it was just a green starfighter.
Oh, nice. So
It
you're
was-
talking like
That was my
2009.
first. Yeah, that was like that's sure that I remember, and like that's what I got. But that one's all destroyed. So
Oh,
like,
yeah. You know how it is. Those first
but it
Lego
was
sets.
like- yeah, they're
Yeah,
almost some-
that set I got, yeah, it's in pieces now. I've lost all the characters too, which is kind of sad.
Hmm. My
Like
first
every now and then I'll find a piece of them or something.
memories in a single brick.
Hmm
I know.
My first Lego Star Wars set was the 2014 Kashyyyk battle pack. The Kashyyyk Clone Troopers with the
Oh.
Swamp Speeder.
Ooh.
Dude, that was a good one.
It was.
I
It
think
was.
they made like a new one. I think they made a new one sometime in like the past few years.
I know they've made other battle packs, and I know they've made more Kashyyyk themed ones, but I haven't seen a Kashyyyk battle pack in a while.
Speaking of battle packs, have you seen the new like 501st one?
The
Well,
501st
I've
one that
seen
came out in
it.
January, or the 332nd one that's coming out this August?
The new 501st one that came out in January.
January? Oh yeah, I got 2 of those. Those are really good.
Isn't the one with the
Dude.
it's the ATRT?
No, that was the 2021. The new one has the little walk cannon thing, and it's has like the
Yeah.
specialized
I
ones.
think
the
that
heavies.
one.
I haven't seen the new Papa first one.
Yeah, I think that introduced like the What'd you call them?
Micro binoculars?
That go on the helmet. Yeah,
Is that what they're called?
I think that's
Okay.
the set that kind of introduced those.
Yeah,
That go on the helmet because I don't think I've ever had those before.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the first time we've seen them. So now that we like understand the beginnings, what about your current collection? What does your current collection of Lego Star Wars, or just Lego in general, look like right now?
I stopped collecting them because although my mom has started to collect helmets like Captain Rex's, Commander Cody's,
really? That's so
Mandalorian,
cool.
Boba Fett.
That's
The mama.
sick.
You got the mama.
Yeah, I just see them up on the living room shelf, and it's like, huh, like she's probably spent like maybe $800 on one because it's like special
Yeah,
edition.
those
one.
Right.
Those
I know-
helmets are pretty expensive.
Once they go,
Wow.
like retired, I know they're super expensive. But that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Tubbs, what about you?
Yeah, but she bought them from like a Lego store, so they're extra expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, I've been collecting for the past like 2 years, been kind of off because of stuff. But right now I have a Lego like green mat. And has
Oh,
all the troop, has
nice.
all the troops from. I actually have a couple Old Republic figures,
Hmm.
and the rest are just clone, and then a few Empire, and a few very little First Order.
Right.
Actually, the best First Order one was the Red Troopers. I mean, the Sith Troopers.
Oh yeah,
The
I got
little,
I got 2 of those battle
speeder.
packs. They're pretty cool.
yeah, same.
Hmm.
Those were good.
Crossley, what about you?
I mean, I've been collecting for a while now, a few years. I'm slowly expanding. Well, I have a pretty big like Republic collection already.
Right.
There's sites I go to that like I buy like custom figures like that usually aren't made by official Lego or haven't been
Like
made.
Clone Army Customs.
Yeah, like
Oh,
yeah, I think I've gotten a few off those. I know I got some. I got Delta Squad as a custom.
Oh,
I got Delta
nice.
Squad.
Oh, okay.
I got
okay.
some.
Ooh.
I got some Umbra operatives. I got Doom's unit.
Damn, bro.
I
I tell
got a
you,
lot of the
Yeah,
custom
but-
shit.
I
they're
love
nice,
the
like,
custom figure. Oh
sometimes
yeah,
you can-
if
Yeah.
if you go
can
if you
buy
go to the
custom,
right
but, like,
if you go to the right seller, you can get really good custom clone troopers. I know Clone Army
Yeah.
Customs has like incredibly high quality ones for like $30 a figure.
Yeah. I've seen Clone Army. Yeah, I've seen those.
I
those
think I have
ones.
like
Yeah.
4 of the troopers. Favorite ones
Mm,
favorite
yeah.
one's gotta be Commander Trauma, of course, but they're they're really good. They're really good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my hands on a few of the Old Republic like Sith troopers.
Oh yeah, I think those came out. I think we got
Yeah.
a battle pack for those back in 2013. So it's been like a decade, but those are some nice
Yeah,
troopers.
I've been looking on. Have you heard of the site Macari?
Yes, I have actually.
Yeah, I'm using that. I found a shit ton of them. Like they're like $8 each.
Dang, that's nice. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm also trying to get my hands on a Lego Darth Revan.
Oh, that's a
Oh.
wonderful figure.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Super expensive
The
though.
ones that are cool, are the ones where you can like buy like just like the head of like Darth Vader or like the Scout Trooper.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, those ones I like those. You can put them as like decorations, you know.
My
Right.
head is barking. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, somewhere over here in my room, I got a Lego Boba Fett helmet.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you have that one. Okay.
Yeah.
over yonder, you know.
Over yonder on the shelf.
Over
Last
yonder.
Boba Fett's helmet. Yeah,
Oh.
I was never on board with the helmet sets until they got the Rex and Cody ones, and I was like, all right, fine, take my money.
I gotta get my hands on them.
It's just, I'm sad there's no phase 2 Cody. There's only phase 1 Cody.
Yeah,
Sad.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they're probably coming out with phase 2 though.
Actually, no, I think they're done with the helmet series. I don't think they're making any
What?
products. Yeah,
That's kinda sad.
I think they're moving to like a.
They had a missed opportunity with Wolf. They could have made one of
And
those.
Hunter, Crosshair,
Yeah.
Wrecker. Although Wrecker would be kind of ugly.
Not sure how
Looks like
Lego
it'd be
does
cool,
their like what they choose to make and not make, but I do know Disney and Lucasfilm have a say in what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about like
Yeah, I think it comes down to like a vote, I think.
something?
Something. It's weird stuff, I guess you could say.
So
I don't know how it
Corporate
works.
stuff.
to wrap up
Yeah.
the whole Lego Star Wars conversation, what's your guys' favorite Lego set of all time? I'll start. My personal favorite is the 2013 ATTE. Just got a little bit of nostalgia for me.
Alright. Me personally, it's the my very first set because I actually had that one for a while. Like I had it actually built
Mm-hmm.
and I actually used it for a while, and then it just destroyed. But that was probably my favorite one in my opinion. But,
Yeah, the even Peel Starfighter, Jedi Starfighter.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that one.
yeah.
Mine was definitely Anakin's, like, Jedi Interceptor. Although my friends
Interceptor?
ended up
Oh.
like, Anakin's Jedi
Yeah.
Interceptor.
The Episode 3 version.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, it was the episode 3 version.
Yeah, I
It
have that.
was-
I have that one on my wall right
Yeah,
now.
Those
That's
are
cool.
the nice ships.
Yeah, I miss it. Like, my friends, like, grabbed it and they threw it out my apartment
Bro, that's
balcony
cringe.
on the 8th
That's
floor.
that's cringe. That's not
And I
cool,
screamed and I cried. And,
bro.
yeah.
They ain't your friends no more,
It'd be even worse. Like, it'd be even
No.
worse if it was a Lego Death Star.
bro.
I
would,
need to tell you what I did to mine.
bro. I would have.
Oh, you
I feel so bad for you,
Imagine
man.
like building the whole Star Destroyer. You know, like the one that's like 700, 800 pieces, and
Mhm.
you just stow it off the balcony. Watch it crash.
That one dude
I would-
perfect video. Bro, that
Oh.
makes me sad every time. Crossley, what about you? Favorite Lego Star Wars set of all time?
I have a lot of them,
Oh, is it
but
top
I'm
three
just
now?
gonna name my probably top 3.
All right, go for it.
I really like the Republic sets, so I'd probably have to go with like the don't know what year it is, but it's like it's one of the gunships, one of the Republic gunships,
There's a
probably the newest one. to be honest.
2013 then. That's the episode 2
Yeah.
version.
Yeah. I really like the turbo tank.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I've been trying to get my hands on a Venator.
Venator? Well, I know it's rumored that there's a UCS Venator coming out this year. Although that is going to be like
save my money for
$650, I think. So
Probably.
better save your
God.
pennies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We're
Saving
saving
my
now.
hands on that.
I know it sounds
Topic,
good. So besides Lego Star Wars, what other topics do you guys want to talk about? Because it's just going to be a chill night here. You know, whatever we need to talk
Yeah.
about.
Oh, about the new movies and the Ahsoka series coming out. that
Oh
they announced at
yeah,
the Star Wars Celebration.
Ooh,
yeah. Let's talk about that.
dude.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
My okay. Let me tell
I
you.
think, dude.
Real quick, my little sister, she loves watching that stuff with me, but she gets so caught up in like the character's hair and accuracy that she absolutely hated it when Sabine had long hair. She's like, no, Sabine's supposed to have short hair.
Oh, from Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, by the
yeah.
way, it isn't called hair, it's
Yeah.
called Leku.
No.
Okay.
Sabine.
Oh, crap, I thought you said Hera.
I
Oh,
may have.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw the trailer for the
Yeah,
Ahsoka series,
Sabine.
and I'm like, wow, they actually got Hera like pretty accurate.
Right. It looks really good. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, but
hope
people
it's
are
good.
trashing it, though, which is kind of dumb.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
like
just
what?
Star Wars fandom.
Like it hasn't even come out yet.
That's just Star Wars
Yeah,
community.
Star Wars fandom can kind
If
of
it's
be...
not according to lore, it's not accurate.
But yeah, I remember it was, I don't remember when it was, but it was like during COVID. My local library. No, it was before COVID. It was like 2019, I think. I just went to my local library and they had DVDs of all the Rebels series. That's messing with my camera, man. Now people just see my chest. There we go.
See Yoshi.
Techno, if you want to kiss, don't. Yeah, get back there, Techno. Give him a good spanking. it was like
They had Rebels on DVD.
yeah, I just like it was on Christmas break, so I just went to the library, got them all, and like watched all of Rebels in like 1 month. It was so much fun.
Honestly, I think Rebels is a little bit. I think it's actually good. I think it's a little
It
bit
is.
underrated in my opinion. Underrated. I think the beginning, the first season's kind of
Right.
mid.
Agree.
Then when you get later on, it's actually kind of good. It
Absolutely.
actually gets good. Like the last 2 seasons are actually like I'm rewatching it right now, and it's just like, mwah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, me too.
I mean, in
You
my
can-
opinion, Rebels is not my favorite series. Like, I'm still trying to get through it, but I know I might get hate for this, but I think it's honestly, it's kind of boring in my opinion.
Well, to be
I don't-
fair,
half the time I don't even know what's going on.
it was meant to be like the replacement for Clone Wars once it got canceled, and Disney wanted it to be the more
I was,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
kid-friendly show. So that's why it's not like
I was about to say that.
that's why you're not seeing people getting beheaded all the time.
Yeah,
But-
now
Yeah,
it seems
yeah,
like they
yeah.
got no problem with that.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the first season was definitely like, okay, let's play it safe. This is a kids show, 10-year-olds are gonna watch this. But as it goes on, it definitely progresses, and I think it even though you still have like your Saturday morning cartoon episodes here and there, it definitely picks up in pace.
It does.
Like Thrawn, oh my god, I love that
Bro,
character.
He's a
Oh, yeah, speaking of Thrawn, I'm also trying to get my hands on a Lego Thrawn as
There
well.
might be a
Not to
Lego
mention
Thrawn
that.
this fall, so just wait for then.
Yeah, they might come out. They probably might come out with a set with, because I saw in teasers of like the Ahsoka series that Thrawn was gonna be in it.
Oh, I'm
he's
so
definitely
excited
good.
for that, man, bro. Let me tell you.
If he's not in the
Yeah.
Ahsoka series, I don't know what.
No,
he
he's
is.
in
Like,
it.
people
He's
say
definitely in
gonna be
it.
in the main. He's gonna be in the
I heard
main
that
role.
Yeah,
Hayden
they announced. I
Christensen is gonna
forgot
be in
the actor for him, but it's
Shoot, I would love that too.
yeah.
Yeah, the same actor who voiced him in the
They probably
in
will end up
Rebels.
making like a new Ahsoka and a Thrawn figure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I heard also that
hope they
Hayden
do.
Christensen is gonna be in it.
yeah, and
Yeah, I heard that too.
Tamora Morrison, whoever it is, the guy, the Django Fett,
Tamora
Boba Fett,
Morrison.
Tamora Morrison. So crossing my
Yes.
fingers for a
As
Rex
Rex.
cameo. Yeah, like
Oh, he is. It's. I mean, I don't know if it's for real, but I saw think it's a video. Yeah, he's gonna be in it as Rex.
We
Or
do need a
hopefully
live
Rex.
action Rex because we've
Mhm.
gotten like a lot of the commanders we've gotten live action except Rex.
right. So that okay, that
I
brings me
mean,
to
in
a
the Kenobi
question.
series, like in the Kenobi series, we saw that 501st Trooper, but that wasn't
Mhm.
Rex. That's like the closest thing we got to Rex, though.
So here's my question with that.
Yeah.
Would you guys rather him be a flashback to young Rex, but only be for a little bit, or would you rather be like Rex is a side character or more main character, but he's really old? Which one do you guys want? Tubbs, you
Main
start.
More
really
main
old.
character, really old.
Main character,
Like,
but old.
in Rebels, I liked him as
I
old
don't
Rex.
know.
Old
Yeah, I
Rex
have to
was
go with
funny.
main character.
Main character
Because
and
the
old.
Clone Wars series, that kind of like covered his backstory a little bit.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna be old though, like old.
Yeah, in Rebels, he had like a white beard and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of the
I think-
aging they have, you know.
I have a
Mhm.
theory that Rex
Yes.
is gonna tragically die in Ahsoka, or does die
Well,
peacefully.
Actually, I don't. Is Ahsoka
I mean, that depends on
before
chronological
or
order
after
and
the
all
battle,
that,
or
or like the
Battle of
timeline.
Endor?
It's after. It's
Just-
it's
It's
after.
after. It's New Republic
It's
era.
after.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
really?
Yeah, think
Yeah.
like
There's rumors like, or there's like
So that
theories
means that
going
It's
Ezra
after
was, like,
Mandalorian
in
season
Ezra-
2.
Battle of Endor.
Yeah, no, he
And
was
so,
Rex
um,
was definitely in the
Ezra.
Battle of Endor.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
There's
look
theories
in
that
like
he was
back in the
actually in it,
movie.
like guy with the white
Mhm.
beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
technically we
like,
do have
now
live
that you
action
think about
Rex.
it, you're like, yeah, that could be Rex.
Well,
It definitely could.
it's not official that it is, but I'm just like, people would just assume it is now because like it's so
I believe
close
that
to what
it
it is. I like to
Yeah.
think it is.
Also,
like to,
I
too.
do have to say one thing about the Mandalorian season 3.
Season 3, okay. We can move. Wait,
Goated
before we
flashback with
go to the flashback.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like
Bro, that was good. The flashback with the Jar Jar Binks actor saving Grogu.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
that
the
was-
best.
That was cool.
That was good. I think the best episode as a funny episode was the B2 episode.
B2 episode?
That was a fun chill episode with the B2s.
I got scared
Oh.
at first. I was like, Clanker!
That was
That was funny.
Yeah.
It was
I
the
know
best
people.
episode. It
I
was
know
a
people didn't like
fun
that episode and the season as a whole, just for it being kind of bland. and it did feel a little more like just average, but it had its high moments, I'd say.
Yeah.
I never knew B2s could run that fast.
Bro, on golly,
Hey, if you want
bro
to
was
see
booking it.
if you want to see a dangerous B2, play the Republic Commandos. God.
Bro, but you.
Jeez, dude, the way that like the Mandalorian was like, he was like kicking at the B2s, and then that one just had enough and just like backhanded him.
Usain Bolt time, baby.
He went back to his programming.
He was zooming across. He was
Stop
zooming
kicking me! Bing!
Yeah,
Then we
yeah.
finally got a reference to Count Dooku. Count Dooku was a visionary before his life was cut short by the Jedi.
Yeah. That is right.
Yeah, and then overall, I think it was great. It was definitely a great season. People trash on it a lot.
Yeah.
They trash on it about the Lizzo and Jack Black thing, although I think it was kind of funny.
I don't mind
Bro,
that.
those were like amazing cameos.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
You holstered
We
it.
now have Jack Black
Dude,
in
me
the
and my
Star
mom
Wars
were
universe.
watching it. Yeah, me and my mom were watching it, and my mom was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, I think, like, to be fair, I think we can all say the third season of The Mandalorian was slightly, taking a more of a safe approach, right? It's like it was
Yeah.
it was a bit safer, but overall, not more enjoyable, but it was enjoyable overall.
Yeah, although Marshall Dune was not in it because of
Oh. Yeah, I still don't
Reasons.
understand that. Was that like political
Reasons.
reasons? Like she was like spouting political opinions on Twitter?
No,
No?
she said something about a certain place in Poland, a certain
Oh.
gate place, a certain bricked prison.
Oh, not a good thing about that either, I
Yeah.
assume. Damn. Oh,
No.
I think she like
Oh.
got kicked off like the show or something.
Although
Yeah.
she is coming back. She is coming back.
oh, really? She served her time in
Oh,
Disney
yes,
She's a
jail?
good character.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't cancel her. Turns out she actually pulled out. She made it so it seemed that
Oh.
Disney got rid of her. She pulled out on her own. Disney didn't really care because she didn't say anything bad, but she just talked about it, and people took it bad because it's Twitter.
Bro, I don't understand why
Yeah,
we still
Twitter's
use
Twitter.
I'm not
Yeah,
a Twitter
Twitter's
user. I don't use Twitter. I don't look at Twitter, but I don't understand why we still
Neither
use
do I.
Twitter as a metric for news and like what people should say, what people are saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
Elon
basically
Musk's
dead.
tweets can sometimes be really funny. Yeah. Although I do have one problem on Twitter. They unbanned a certain guy.
Oh, well, we don't need to talk about that here. This is Star Wars related, not Twitter
Yes.
related.
Yeah, let's move away from Twitter because
Yeah.
we're going to get too far deep in the rabbit hole.
Yeah, we didn't really want that on the podcast. But
Shoot.
No, we ain't Joe Rogan.
not yet, at
Go to
least.
Margarita.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So I guess
pull the
on the
cord.
topic of Star Wars shows, did you guys watch Andor? Because a lot of people I've talked to have.
Yes.
Oh, I loved it.
Uh,
Oh my.
I actually didn't. I probably will soon, but like
gotta watch
in
it.
Rogue One, like I understand like he's like kind of an important character, but the Andor series, I feel like it just didn't really make sense. Like it didn't really have anything to do with the storyline.
That is.
Well,
I mean,
it
it
was-
didn't. It
was
didn't,
darker.
but it does
It's-
show how the Empire. I say it's the most realistic version
Oh,
of
absolutely.
how the Empire actually was, like how dark. It
In my,
was besides that
I can
actually-
describe it in a full sentence. It shows how the once colorful, sunny republic became the dark, cloudy, grayish
That is true.
empire.
That is true. I will say Andor has to be like I like there's there's a distinction between like if you're talking to someone, it's like, oh yeah, we saw this movie, or oh yeah, we saw this film. You know, like films held to a higher standard. I'd consider Andor a film. Like, it's just such high quality. It didn't feel like Disney
Yeah.
at all, and I loved it for that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the
I'll
episode
probably end up
6,
watching it soon, sometime.
it's really slow, but it's extremely mature. Not like in a grown-up adult like
Although there was
R34
that
type
one
way.
scene.
Well, besides that, it's like it treats its audience like they know what they're doing. You know, it treats them like mature teenagers kind of thing. And let me tell you, the heist scene.
Yeah, instead of
I was
kids.
yeah. But the heist scene, you guys remember the heist scene in episode 6? I was on
Yeah, like-
the edge of my seat.
That was a good episode.
I love the TIE
Oh.
fighters and like the cool star
Yeah.
spectacle. It just
Oh yeah.
now Star Wars is getting better special effects than like Marvel.
Hey,
Oh, we don't need to
you
talk
think
about
Obi-Wan
Marvel right
Kenobi would
now.
have good, the Obi-Wan show would have good.
I
Or
personally don't like
Kenobi.
Marvel. I mean, I
Me-
like
me
Marvel. Like,
neither.
I have no problem with Marvel. Like, yeah, their movies are good and all, but it's just not my favorite.
That's fair.
Overrated in my opinion.
Yeah, Star Wars is always on top.
Star Wars on top,
Yeah,
baby.
Star Wars is always on top.
Definitely not biased in a Clone Wars, Star
No,
Wars podcast.
Not biased.
No
at
bias.
all.
No bias. Just better.
Yeah.
Definitely not biased.
Built diff.
Yeah, it's just our opinion.
That is true. That's true.
Yes,
That's
sir.
true. Any other topics you guys want to cover? Any other shows?
I do. I have something.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, bring that.
Actually, I have two things.
I start with one.
First, the Obi-Wan show.
The Obi-Wan Kenobi
Okay,
show.
we didn't
Okay,
really
that's
get
actually
into
well.
that.
That's well. Yeah, let's talk about
Fire.
it.
It was a good show, but it
Yeah.
could have been better. Like it could have been. It's a little overrated for how it came out, but
Yeah.
Everyone-
Yeah, they were like
Some
hyping it up
characters.
so much. They showed behind the scenes before it even, before the
Yeah.
trailer even came out.
I
Yeah.
keep going back and
Could've-
forth between like, oh, this was such a good show, and then I remember the parts that didn't make it such a good show, and I was like, oh, this is kind of mid. But I don't know. The parts
Yeah, although
when the show was
Vader
good,
I had the
was
same
terrifying.
problem.
when the show was good, the show was good. Like the Vader scene when he's walking through the town, dragging people with the Force and snapping their necks.
oh, that was a good
like,
scene.
Oh, dude, that gave me chills.
it's actually Darth Vader. This is the Darth
Yeah.
Vader from the
It's
Rogue One
one
hallway
under it,
scene.
so- Oh, that was amazing.
I just love the music in the Rogue One scene where like the Canto 4 takes off the dun 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 dun
Oh, yeah.
dun dun. That
Fire.
score is my favorite. Like it is
Absolutely.
just it hits you. Yeah, it's fire. Like it hits you in the heart.
It does.
Like you just feel the power of the
I actually-
music.
I actually have the Rogue One soundtrack on vinyl.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good soundtrack.
Yeah, it is.
But Crossley, what do you think? What would you say about the Obi-Wan Kenobi show?
I personally like
It was bad in some parts, good in
I wasn't.
some parts.
I wasn't talking. I was
Yeah,
talking
it
Crossley.
had some bad things about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
Like
yeah.
what though? Like I want to know what
Like-
bad parts it had in your opinion.
Why didn't
I
we get
mean,
65th
the
anymore?
Leia, like the stuff with Leia
Didn't
didn't.
go
I
off.
feel like that just didn't really make sense and wasn't really important.
Yeah, Leia was
I
way too
mean,
tiny.
it has a little more backstory to like like a little more what happened to her in her past.
Mm-hmm.
But it like contradicts, like the whole series contradicts with canon now.
No, not really.
Like Leia's seen Obi-Wan before.
It makes
not
sense
really,
because
I guess you could
in A New Hope she talks about how it was someone that she trusts, right? So like it makes more sense to how Leia knew Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. Also, a scene in there that kind of it just like irritated me. How, when she was running through the forest from all those bounty hunters, was she
no.
running faster than them, and they were like
That's what I'm
jogging?
saying.
That was
I'm like, that is not realistic.
they
They could
should
catch
have
her.
done something
Like
else.
they could catch her if he. Yeah,
There's
It would have
technical-
been. It would. I'm in third person.
he's somewhere.
We can do the replay. We can roll back, but something not so good. Something not so
What's the
good happened to
replay?
Techno.
Yeah, he's just gone.
Something not so good
Yeah,
happened to
Just
Techno.
one character I did not like in the series was Reva. Like for some
Okay.
reason she just
Yes.
didn't really feel right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Although the Grand Inquisitor did feel good. I liked him.
Oh yeah.
He was Just maybe the design was a little off. Like, you can't really make that tall, narrow head.
Right. I mean,
Although they did it in 2005, but
you're limited when you're trying to turn animation into reality.
Live action, yeah.
Honestly, my only problem with Riva is that they obviously wanted an Inquisitor that wasn't the Grand Inquisitor to go after Obi-Wan. That was like the main threat of the show,
Yeah.
but wasn't as menacing to compete with Darth Vader. So you kind of get this almost bratty, kind of annoying person that's trying to get Obi-Wan. Like, and she gets
Yeah.
stabbed
Yeah.
twice and survives both
She
times.
was really
Like,
annoying. Yeah,
like-
it's like, how do you survive 2 stab wounds from a lightsaber and everybody just dies?
Qui-Gon Jinn over
get it
here
going,
crying
yeah.
his head
Inquisitor.
off as the Force goes. Like, bro, I couldn't survive. Come on.
I just can't compete.
Yeah.
I just. That's a perfect meme. But yeah, I mean, like, no hate to the act. I think you also have to like separate actor from art, right? So like, no hate to the actor or the person as a whole. But
yeah,
I
definitely
just,
no hate to them.
Like, I just don't feel like Riva was a good character, especially when you go to Tales of the Jedi, and you have that 5-second character model of like the skull Inquisitor that Ahsoka fights.
Oh,
Times.
yeah.
Like, you're
She
telling
slashes him
me
down with one.
you're telling me you had an entire design team working to make the most badass fucking Inquisitor you'd ever seen in your entire life, for him to die. Then we have a whole show where he could have been featured, and you give us Riva.
Yeah.
Like,
dude.
Yeah.
where's the budget? Where's the budget?
Bro, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I'm kind of skeptical for the new movies with Rey and stuff. It's like, oh great,
Yeah,
they're
I'm not
continuing the
gonna
Skywalker saga or
I'm not
the
watching this.
Shitwalker
She's
saga.
not even
You're
actually a
right.
Skywalker, dude.
No, she
No, I'm
isn't.
not
She
watching-
isn't. She is no
Yeah, I
Skywalker.
think-
She's an
yeah,
imposter.
she's not.
She's literally a
Yeah, the
Palpatine.
Skywalker saga. Well, like the Skywalker timeline ended with Luke.
Palpatine.
Wait, actually, no. If you technically think about it, so
It ended with
Leia and Luke, sisters. Leia married Han and had them. So technically, it ended with Kylo
With
Ren.
Kylo.
'Cause
Yeah.
he's technically a Skywalker.
Right. Yeah, there was so, like, sequels as a whole, right? The way my friend described it the best, fun movie, bad Star Wars, you know? Like, if the entire sequel trilogy was, like, some one-off movie from Hollywood and, like, there's no such thing as Star Wars, it'd be an awesome show, right? Like, whatever, this is fun. But
Yeah.
it's, like, it's not
Yeah,
Star
that's
Wars.
true.
It doesn't feel Star Wars-y.
No, it doesn't.
Although
I just call it a whole
did
cash
bring-
grab.
Yeah,
it
that's
did
basically
bring,
what
like
it was.
a whole new era to us, though.
It did. It also made us appreciate the prequels a bit more, I think. People, it gave it like, oh wait.
Yeah.
I think during that time period, people started to realize, oh wait, the prequels aren't that bad. The prequels are pretty good.
No, they gave good things for the prequels, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Prequels got more, happiness for that.
Yeah.
Although we do now have Dave Filoni trying to put the entire franchise on his back and fix the mistakes by having the whole like
I hope he
cloning
does. I
stuff
hope
and
he does.
whatnot,
Please,
and
the
like
Lord.
Thrawn coming back. Because I think it'd be so
Honestly.
cool if Thrawn was the reason for the First Order. Like that'd be cool.
That would be
That could
awesome.
still happen. That could
Yeah.
still happen.
Like just imagine that.
Yeah.
It's like the entire perspective would change, right? So it's like Palpatine coming back and all that shit. It wasn't just luck. No, it was Thrawn in the shadows doing all that shit. It was Thrawn the whole time. Like
That'd
imagine
make
What
sense,
if
though.
Thrawn ordered the cloning of Palpatine?
like do you know like that wouldn't fix the sequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy would still have its problems, but that would definitely help it by a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, in the sequels there was a lot of like stuff they didn't really explain or like they need to patch up.
And just the
I'd like
fact
to
that they
explain
switched
it.
directors and like there was no cohesion between the movies. Each movie was like it's
No,
trying to do its
no.
own thing.
Was their own.
It was
And there was
annoying.
that scrapped script that was actually pretty good. with
Oh,
Rey
yeah,
and
George
Poe
Lucas's
fell in
original.
love.
George Lucas's original thing.
So,
Yeah.
I don't want to say
Yeah.
one thing though. When
Dude, why didn't they stick to
Lucas-
George Lucas's script?
Because money.
Yeah, I'm about to say that
Money.
his original
Money.
script was a lot
Kathleen
better than
Kennedy.
what they had.
Well, like it's like they decided to choose money and what would get them the most people in the
Money.
box office. Yeah, money basically. Because like Palpatine makes
I mean,
no
that would've
sense.
big- oh,
Palpatine makes no sense, right? But if you
No,
release a
He's
trailer,
dead.
if you release a trailer for a movie and then have Palpatine's laugh at the end with a destroyed Death Star in the scene, even though none of that makes any sense, you're gonna get people hyped. Yeah, it's like, oh, Palpatine's back.
Yeah.
What? No way! I have to go see what happens. Kind
That's
of thing.
exactly
Right?
what I thought.
Exactly. I was hyped, and then I was absolutely like, oh,
Yeah.
I was breathing in so much copium while I was watching that movie, man. Like I was on a copium overdose.
I made smoke.
However,
I've been every voice you have ever heard inside your head.
Kylo Ren though, I love Kylo Ren. I mean, everyone talks about it. He's like the saving grace. He's so fun to watch in the sequels.
Watching him throw his hissy fits.
Yeah. Shing, shing, shing.
Well, I mean, like
He's like,
his acting though, right? So like, even like he's what's his name? Adam Driver. He does pretty good.
Yeah.
he does.
Yeah.
I really
If you
hope
look at like
that
other movies he's been in, like you're like, dang, he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really hoping that Grogu like survives to
No,
like
I hope
the
Grogu
Rise of
dies.
Skywalker and doesn't.
Well,
Oh,
he'll live a lot longer than him, but I think you should. I think you would.
Grogu's
I mean, the
only
kid's, like
80
5
years old.
Like,
You
well,
guys-
like 500. Yeah, like 500.
You guys know how you were complaining about the sequels being a cash grab? Grogu is a cash grab. I guarantee you, if Grogu did not exist, the
He was an
Mandalorian.
accidental. It was accidental.
I
Or
think I
was
knew
it?
what they. I think they knew what they were doing. Mandalorian would not be as popular as it was without Grogu.
Oh no.
No one would have watched it.
But The Mandalorian is literally just a space western. What
It
more
is.
do you
It is
want?
fun. It is fun. I just hope
Right.
like, I don't know if Grogu going with Luke was such a good idea, but Book of Boba Fett said no. So
AKA Mandalorian season 3.1.
Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of the Book of Boba Fett series.
No.
I mean, yeah, it was
No.
good, but it's like, it's okay. It's okay.
I mean, I
It
just
had like a whole arc of Mandalorian.
I
that
just
ties
find it
into season
so
3.
weird how random people on the internet are making, like, Disney knows that we're gonna watch anything Star Wars besides the new kids Star Wars show, whatever it is, but they know if they put Star Wars out with a character we like on it, we're gonna watch it. So they like it's just so annoying when you think of like us four right here could have created an absolute killer script and storyline for Book of Boba Fett, but we got what we did. It's just
my
it's just
God.
kind of annoying. But I
Yeah.
feel like I
I
feel like
mean,
it's improving. I feel
no
like
hate to the directors,
slowly
though.
it's improving with Andor and whatnot. Like slowly
Yeah.
but surely, I think we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Like,
might
no
take a
hate to the
while,
directors
but-
and stuff. Like, they did a really good job, but I think they could have done a little better, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, one thing I do want to talk about though
Yeah, go for it.
is Jedi Survivor. That, in my opinion, was a good game.
Ooh,
I have not played it.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys talk about it because I have not played it. I haven't even finished the first game yet, so I just bought it a while ago.
Oh, the first game was a good game. Both good
I
games.
finished the first game, just not the second. I haven't started the second one or bought it. Should I buy it?
I seen gameplay
second
of
one's good.
Fallen Order. I was like, this is a pretty good game. I might try it out if
It
I'm
is.
able to get it.
If you play Dark Souls, it's like that, but like Star Wars themed
Right.
and not as hard.
Oh. Did you see the trailer for Outlaws?
Outlaws?
The open
no,
world
no.
game?
Oh,
It's an
yeah,
open
yeah,
world
oh,
Star Wars
oh.
game.
Really?
Yeah, I heard about that.
I'm
excited
That
for that.
sounds fun. Star Wars games are
Oh,
good.
it's gonna be fun.
Well,
Yeah.
any
EA's
last
like
deal
we're
with
getting-
Star Wars came to an end.
comments before we
Last
start
one.
closing up the podcast, guys?
I do have one topic that I've been waiting to tell.
Is that good with you, Tubbs and Crossley?
That's fine with me.
Battlefront 2.
Oh, I love that
Battlefront
game.
3, yes.
Okay,
yes,
I'll
yes,
go
yes,
after-
yes.
I'll go after you, Crossley. I'll go after you.
What
What are
Because
your
I do
guys'
wanna talk
thoughts
about-
on the game?
I got
The game
the.
is
It
beautiful.
got canceled right in
Beautiful.
its prime. It was going
did.
good. They were gonna add Ahsoka, Captain Rex, and then EA comes in and just goes, "Nope, not making us enough money. Bye bye. We're taking you
They-
off to a
They get a
battle."
scare of a good map and then just say, "Oh, we're leaving. We're leaving."
Right.
I was like,
We're
"Bro."
abandoning this
still
game. We're gonna
play
go make
it.
Battlefield 2042. Dude, there's already enough Battlefield games.
Failed miserably.
God, that game.
It's
that
actually,
game
I played
actually
it
has
recently.
comeback
It's
time.
actually not that bad.
Yeah, it's actually good. Yeah.
Right. I might get it. Is it free, Battlefield?
It's like $15 on like you go on like it's like $15.
Hmm.
The game was that bad. It's like if you play, I think Xbox like 15. I think
Might have to try
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's gotten a little better though.
But yeah, I do know.
Dude, they could have made a Battlefront 3. They should have.
I'm.
Exactly. They should have.
Wait, didn't EA lose its license for Star Wars now? And like any company can.
Yes, but
Well, anyone can do
another
it now.
company could have picked it up.
Right. So I just hope,
I think someone should.
bro. Do you know? Like, I don't think big companies understand how much we are willing to pay for like just like what we do on TCW, like a clone trooper video game shooter type stuff, you know, like give us all the random
Yeah.
regiments, give us
Yeah.
clone armor customization, all that stuff, man. We'd be in
And that's
debt.
that's what Battlefront 2 that's what Battlefront 2 and
Literally
3
just
is
get
like.
Halo 3 and put it in Star Wars Clone Wars, like Star Wars Clone Wars type area. We're good. We're good.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I just want good
Ooh, even like a Star Wars roleplay making game.
MMO maybe,
That even wouldn't be bad either, but a multiplayer would be better though, in my opinion.
live
We need a
service
shooter.
games, like
Yeah.
cosmetics, make your own clone or Mandalorian.
Even a battle
whatever.
royale would be bad, but the way battle royales are doing, I wouldn't even want a battle
Right.
royale.
I think the new
Yeah,
type
Battle
of
Royale.
Fortnite's already
kinda
taken all the
good.
ideas.
the new upcoming game I
Yeah, they
heard,
have.
like the new upcoming game model is extraction games. I've heard those are up and coming, like GTFO and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, I think those are actually going to become popular again.
I like
Extraction,
those.
like, I think Payday 3's coming out. Or is it Payday 3? Yeah, I think that's
Payday
coming
3?
out this year.
Yeah, I heard something about
I
that.
saw something about it. I saw something about Payday 3 coming out in a couple of years,
Yeah.
or maybe next year.
All cool stuff. Trey, you said you had something you want to talk about before we end the podcast?
Yes.
What
It's
is
for
it?
all of you.
Okay.
What do you think makes the perfect pizza?
Oh, this is the good one to end on.
Okay, hold on. I got this.
Go for it, Tubbs.
Okay, let's
Go for it.
Let's see what you got, Tubbs.
First. You gotta have the right amount of sauce, alright?
Mhm.
And you gotta have a good, soft, and a little crunchy crust with a good cheese in it, you know, like the filled stuffed crust.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, toppings at that point, like, pineapple on pizza's mid, but, like, toppings, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but, like, meat, pepperoni.
I personally like
bacon,
pineapple on
I'm
pizza.
done. It's
Yeah,
I don't
it
see.
is
I don't
great.
see why
It is
people have a
great.
problem with it. I have never tried it. I don't really want to try it, but I don't understand why people have a problem with it.
It's pretty good. I think you should try it.
Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Like, I have a
It just
whole
sounds
recipe.
nice.
flavor
It's
to
kind
my
of good. It's
head.
kind of mid. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a whole recipe for the perfect pizza in my head.
Wait, real
First, I'll
quick.
let you go,
real
Crossley,
quick.
because I want
Oh,
to
yeah,
hear
yeah,
your
Crossley,
opinion.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
I mean, I like pineapple pizza. It's personally my favorite. But yeah, you all can have your own opinion, and I'll have my own.
Yeah.
me personally?
First.
The crust makes or breaks
I mean, like
the
pizza's
pizza.
pizza, man.
Yes,
You have
the
to have a good
crust.
crust.
It does.
You have to
Thin
have a good
or
crust.
thick.
Thick. You have
Crunchy
You have the
or
thickest.
soft.
You have the thickest crust you can have with like a crunchy outside and a soft inside. Give me that crust. I will cut off the pizza
Please,
and just eat
yes.
the crust.
Dude, you gotta get the crust. You got like the nice crunchy, soft
Crunchy
inside,
vibe.
like yeah, with the bubbles on it.
Yeah.
Yes, the bubbles. Those are important. Those are
Yeah,
important.
bubbles just make it better. Even though it does nothing for the flavor, it just makes it better.
Nope. But
Exactly.
But Trey,
I was like,
you said
yeah.
you have the perfect pizza recipe.
Okay, so start off with your base dough. You always want to make sure you have Italian bread. Always.
Okay.
You make it flat. You get, I can't remember the tool is called, but it's like a spiky roller. You roll it on your dough, make little holes, which actually can help with bubbles. Fun fact. Next, you're going to want to put a layer of nice cheese. Then you're going to want to put a little
What
bit
about the sauce?
of...
Yeah, no sauce.
Oh, right. Yeah, sauce. Sorry. Put the sauce on. Make sure it's always pure tomato with herbs. A little bit of herbs and spices. Always got to make sure it has that taste.
Get some herbs out of your
Cheese,
back garden.
like I said. Yeah.
That perfect sauce.
Next, you're going to want to sprinkle all over the cheese herbs.
Herbs,
Maybe
yeah.
some rosemary, some thyme.
Yeah.
And
that sounds
you
good,
just
actually.
gotta... Then you put it in the oven. Wait for it's done, and then boom, you got a nice glistening pizza.
So you saying the
And if you want...
you saying the spices and seasoning make it or break it?
Yep. It really depends. Like,
Alright,
spices can actually help a pizza taste,
Mm-hmm.
perfect. Like, you need...
That's nice.
Oh, yeah, what were you gonna say?
Tubbs, you got
That's
something?
what I never thought about that, to be honest, the spices.
Yeah, for real.
That's actually... A good question
Yeah.
is, do y'all put ranch?
Yes.
On your crust?
Ranch is good with pizza.
Yeah, ranch.
Yes,
definitely.
indeed
Yeah,
it
I'm
is.
just saying.
Indeed it is.
Beautiful.
All right, well, I
At first, I didn't like it, but then I found, like, the perfect ranch, and I was like, oh, so good.
yeah.
I just like ranch in general, but...
Yeah.
Well, I think here's a really good place to end the podcast for tonight. Remember, for those watching or listening, we do have that armor challenge for you guys. So please submit your armors to me.
And he's gone.
DM me. Don't worry about Tubbs. Be sure to DM me your armors that you want featured in next week's podcast. I'm Sergeant Major Trauma on TCW. Just has to be Star Wars themed. Just send them in and we'll rank them. Could put them in a bracket system. Winner gets to be featured on the podcast after that. Hope you guys have some really good stuff because I'm looking forward to it. Trey, Tubbs, even though you're not here, and Crossley, thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you. It
Have
was
a-
nice being here.
Yes.
Of course, man.
All right, you guys have a good night now. Take care. Bye.
You too. Bye.